Hello. My name is Alan Wright. I'm a professor of metaphysics at the Wright Success Institute. And my message today is, you are in extreme danger. Existential emergency right now, facing you, your family, and anyone else you care about. Now, I don't script these messages. I speak from my heart. And I'm telling you right now something that you won't be heard, you won't be warned by anyone, anywhere in the normal, conventional establishment. There's a reason for that. I will warn you right here, right now, and I'll tell you what you can do about it. We're facing right now, today, it's in progress, not just economic threats or political threats or international threats for that matter. This is bigger even than warfare, this threat. And what is it? This is an evolutionary event. It's a cosmic event, in fact. Now, my credentials in metaphysics is why I can do this. Science, religion aren't going to tell you this. They all have their own viewpoint of it all, but it takes an overall view studied over 50 years to tell you exactly what's happening right now, and it's very important to you. I'm going to use a timer because I want to keep this short. I want to be totally upfront with you. We are facing the end of humanity as you know it. It's a bold statement, but it's true. What does that mean? How will that affect you? What can you do about it? I can tell you. I have been teaching for a long, long time, and I am a rebel, admittedly, and proud of it. I rebel against the existing establishment, academic and political organizations. Have they worked in many respects for you, me, and most other people over the years? Yes, conditionally. But nevertheless, our whole social system has evolved into a type of modern slavery that is very different to comprehend because you have been lied to for so long. I call these lies true lies. Why? These true lies are believed by most people that you know, and your family, your friends, and people come before you, your teachers, people you respect, people in the media, academia, because they don't know the truth. Now, I'm not wanting to sound like some type of a religious person trying to give you their religion. I'm not giving you a mathematical physics of things. I'm going to explain to you in a very simple way what I mean. But I'm going to introduce you to some terms and tell you exactly what they mean. If you are a member of the working class in the United States or around the world, and that means you're just working every day, you're spending time, and other people give you rewards in terms of money or merchandise or whatever, and you're giving up your time, that process is coming to a screeching halt. Now, what does that mean for you? Well, it threatens any money or property or anything else you may have. It threatens retirement accounts. It threatens your health system. And I mean now, not later. It's moving and it's escalating. It's getting faster. And it's coming to a halt. It's coming to a halt with a very obvious threat, and if you wait too long, it'll be too late. You really only have one decision to make, and that's what I'm helping you make here on this website. Well, excuse me, not a website, this is a podcast. This is the introductory podcast. I intend to make weekly podcasts until, in a conversational manner, education-oriented, to help you through this. Now, I will give you tons more information, opportunities to speak to me directly. We will do this all in privacy, as confidential as we can make it these days, or as public as you want. We will use it all online or through, you can email me, you can use, I do Zoom here with individuals that have specific questions and want help. I can help you. So this isn't just me throwing out something at you to scare you. This is a certain, immediate threat to you and everyone you know. Here is the decision you have to make, as simple as I can make it. You will either become what many are calling, and they don't like the term, transhumanist or posthumanist. It won't stay the same. I know you'd like that. I know it's hard to believe. It will not stay the same. It's very difficult for people who are not really very knowledgeable in history, and I mean going way, way back, the concept of evolution, or biological evolution, or psychology, or any of these things. But over time, if you'll come back to my podcast, my weekly podcast, I can explain it in all the detail you want. And you can ask all the questions you want. But I want to make this simple. This isn't about transhumanism the way you've been told. Simply put, you are going to become either some level of a cyborg or a zombie. Now, what exactly does that mean? If you're a working person, or you've been a member of the more privileged society and you have your own business, or you're a big deal in a big corporation, your change will be a little less. But if you're a working person or a retired person, you will be left out of this cybergenesis that's taking place as a result of artificial intelligence and the technocracy around that. Now, what does that mean more specifically? What is zombieism? I don't mean it like it is in the horror movies. This is much more horrible than the Walking Dead they fictionally throw at you. But it will mean you will be left out like all the other pieces of all humanity leading up to mankind and what we call humanism. Because you will be left out. It's that simple. These people moving forward and creating the new age world that we're moving, what a lot of people in politics call the New World Order, it's happening. It's not going to be maybe. It's happening. Okay? A zombie is a person left out of that. What Henry Kissinger used to call a useless eater. The business folks, the Project 2025 folks, all these folks are moving towards a new system that's going to leave you out unless you start making some changes right now. What does it mean to be a cyborg? The process on a metaphysical level that's about to take place is it's a cyborgenesis. And it's built around AI, artificial intelligence, but not the way you've been taught. It's not simply a chat GPT and all that kind of stuff. This is going to be the working process used by a technological elite in charge of international corporations that are going to run the world. They already are doing it in ways you don't know, because the media is blind to it, or they're paid off by the people doing this. It sounds like a conspiracy theory to you. Okay, if you want to believe that, that's what they want you to believe, so you'll ignore it until it's too late and you can't do anything about it. Now you may be saying to yourself right now, okay, what can I do about it even if that's true? And why can I believe this guy is the only person in the entire world telling me about it? Well, I'm not really the only person. I'm just the only person you might hear it because of the way I'm putting it to you in a more popular way for the average person to get it. There are a few scientists that are coming closer to all this. There are a few psychologists, there are a few economists, there are a few people, there are a lot of people out there trying to tell you something big is happening, but they don't know. They don't understand how it's happening or why it's happening or what that means for you or what you can do about it. I do. I do because for the last 35 years I've been developing a process I call the Pathfinder Project to help people through this. I wanted to be sure I totally understood it. Now I retired early. I don't have much money. The Right Success Institute is mine. It's local, Tucson, Arizona. It's in my home office. Now I am a self-professed professor of this whole project. This is what I profess. I don't profess to be a teacher at Harvard or Yale or Stanford or anywhere like that. I chose to leave that system because they tell professors what they can research, what they can say, what they can teach, and they're not telling you the truth. Now, I don't mean all these people are evil or bad. I just mean they're on the spectrum of this whole system, which has all been built and constructed around creating a worker class community. Now, it's in the records. I've studied the history of the founding of America. Okay? I know it backwards and forwards all the way through to the present. I've worked for corporations. I've taught at the national, state, and local level. I've been an administrator at all those levels. I know what I'm talking about. I've had multi-millions dollar budgets. I put these things together. I stopped because it was going the wrong way. People are being left out, what you would probably call a normal person. Now, if I sound overly tense about this, I am. I'm quite concerned. So I'm going to make these podcasts that will help you move towards, I think it's 16 websites now that I put together in series around helping you move through this process. You can do it as quickly as you want. You can take it through it in days, weeks, months, whatever it takes you, whatever we have left. Each step of this will help you come closer to finding your way, to finding a role for you. People won't set goals without roles. Your role will be to find your way to be meaningful to these people in control. You can't take this away from them. It's not going to happen. No little protesting, no little writing to your Congress people, no war is going to stop it. It's bigger than that. And it actually is part of a much bigger system that is in place in not only our planet, but our galaxy, the whole cosmic casino. Now, the reason I stress my metaphysical background is because I understand this from the religious history, from the mythical history, from physics, from quantum physics, from chemistry and biology and psychology. I understand it. I can help you move through this rapidly into a place where you can make these good decisions. I want to speak again about being a zombie. A zombie can simply be at different levels a person out of work, no money, on the street. How could that happen to you? The international banking community has a plan already in place to change the financial system in a way that they will decide how much money you have and how much property you have. Now that's the simplistic. I can get much more complex about it if you want it. I've seen it. I've traveled to Switzerland. I've seen this. Okay, I know what's going on. I hope you can believe me. Or if you don't believe me today, stay with me for 2 or 3 or 4 of these episodes of my podcast over the next few weeks, and I can convince you, I'm certain. You don't want to be left out, pushed aside, left to your own survival strategies. Now this again, this is not some kind of conspiracy theory, folks. I have investigated this in many, many different ways, from many, many different perspectives. You don't know anybody else like me. Give me a shot at it. Come back and see me. I don't charge anybody for anything. I'm not selling anything. I don't have clients. I don't do consultation anymore in the traditional business sense. I won't ask you for any money. I won't even ask you for a donation. Okay? I'm retired. I have very little money, but I've been working to put this together so I can do this for you and myself and everyone else I know. This is my legacy to people. I'm old. I'm slow. I'm not using artificial intelligence, or I don't do a lot of editing. This is heart to heart, me to you, and I'm going to make it relatively short. I have about 2 or 3 more minutes to wind it up. Keeping it under 20 minutes, that's my goal for today. I urge you to take this seriously and look into it further. Now, if you want to, you can go to my current website where I send people from my podcasts to begin a journey through what I call my Pathfinder project to help you through this. Now, I've been teaching this Pathfinder project and strategic planning now for many years. All across this country. I was president of my national association. Okay, I've been around the block. Now, the other side of that coin is I began working underground in copper mines, in crushers, and in milling. I know my way around working. I've worked in service stations, fast food, not fast food, in where you get gas and you just have to pay for it there, self-serve. I've worked in all of that to work my way through and get my several degrees. Now, I've also I even worked as a dealer in Las Vegas and Lake Tahoe. Okay, I've got a wide a lot of experience. Now, I admit I'm old now, and this is my last hurrah, and my last shot at helping. I like to think I want to help people. My only real love in life, for me, was baseball. I love baseball. I'm not a fan. I don't like watching any sport. I'm a player. I love playing baseball. And I made it a little ways up into it, a little bit before I went to Vietnam at Arizona State University when they were national champions. I was a good pitcher. But the pitch I'm giving you right now is much more important, and that's kind of why I quit. I played a lot of semi-pro ball after I came back from Vietnam. Fortunately, I was one of the living ones. And yes, I am a veteran and I have been decorated and everything else. But that's not my point to make me look good. I want you to believe me, take me seriously. I've taught in public schools. I owned charter schools, helped start that movement up until the politicians took over it to threaten the public schools for financial reasons, political reasons. I am neither blue or red. I'm not. I'm red, white, and blue, and beyond that, I'm an international human being that cares. So give me a shot. Come back and see me. My podcast is Alan, A-L-N, right or wrong, question mark, your decision to make. I will help if you want it. So that's the end of this introductory podcast. I may or I may not edit it at all. I try to do it all myself. I do the photography, the lighting's not perfect, the photography's not great, the sound isn't perfect. I'm not perfect. But this is what you get if you want it. I really want to help. Feel free to go to my website. Again, it's rightorwrong.com. And there you can ask me questions, you can comment, you can do what you will. And send me you can send me a note, give me your email address, and I will respond to you. And we'll go from there. I wish you a fine day. This I think it's the 14th of May, and that's about all I can tell you. Coming from Tucson, Arizona, the Right Success Institute, my home office, Alan Wright. Vaya con Dios. Adios. See you later. Let's talk. Some people think